Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today's video, we're going to look over Mitchell Cimino, a champ card that just came out over the Worlds weekend. This is built off of Chaos with a few Order attuned cards. So we're going to look over Mitch. He's 630, Chaos, Good, and Order. Response once per turn after you review a card added to your momentum. So it means if you review a face-up, a card with a face-up momentum ability, it will go in face-up because it is a public zone when you review it into the discard pile. Then a second response, after you spend one or more momentum, remove them. Add the cards removed this way to your hand at the start of the end phase. So at the start of the end phase means also your rival's turn. So if you use like vertical maneuvering equipment that's in the deck, like defensive triggers that use momentum, you can basically sculpt your hand for like a kill turn, which is very, very cool. And then a response, commit a foundation. After an attack is played, it gets +1 or -2 speed and +1 or -1 to one of its keyword ratings. That also does not include breaker and deflect because you are not it doesn't say attack card, so it has to be an attack, so like stun, powerful, EX, stuff like that. So we saw Chaos, like I said, with the Order symbol attuned cards. So let's go ahead and get into the attacks. We're playing 4 copies of Black Abyss, 5 difficulty, 3 check, 1 low block, 5 low for 6. Adds in face up turn momentum, shocker there. Enhance, if your attack deals damage, your next check to play an attack gets +1. Momentum, once per turn, this attack gets +X speed, X damage. X equals the number of Black Abyss in your momentum. I doubt like we're going to be able to get Exodia and review them all into our momentum, so we're going to have to hit our arrival with them sometimes. This is a primarily weapon package with Vast Hybrid Chimera Kraken as like a side control piece, as it is one of the best cards in the game. Next up is 3 copies of Walk the Dog. We need to be able to kill people, and this does it. 8 difficulty, 3 check, 2 low block, 6 low 6. As a static, this attack gets -1 difficulty for each committed foundation in your rival stage. Max -4. So it's usually a 4 diff. Enhance, draw a card for each copy of Walk the Dog in your card pool. Has powerful 3, range, stun, weapon. So we could make this a stun 2 with Mitch, which is awesome because who doesn't love a stun 2 Walk the Dog or a powerful 4 Walk the Dog? It says 1 keyword, right? Yep, one of its keyword ratings. It'd be sick if you did all of them. Next up is Vast Hybrid Chimera Kraken at 3. 5 difficulty, 3 check, 2 high block, 4 high for 6, Fury ranged. It says, hey man, add me in if I go in my momentum. If I go into your momentum, you add me face up. You get 2 speed with momentum once per turn. It's cool abilities. Commit and freeze 1 rival foundation, and commit 1 rival asset. So that could save us from like a cape or vertical maneuvering equipment on the offense. Those are the big guys. There are some really cool vestiges and critical role that we have to look out for. Oh man, I'm blanking. The cape. Oh, the cape that gives -1 speed if you're an adventurer thief. That's really cool. I believe Star Razor has like, hey man, if you try to hit me again, you have to pay 6 health to not play a non-attack card. So there are some assets we still have to look out for. Next up, Rapid Speed Slash, 4 difficulty, 3 check, 1 mid block, 4 low 4. Enhance, draw a card, or add the top card of our deck to our momentum. Only playable if you have a momentum. Hey man, we're gonna have a momentum. It also has Breaker 1 in EX3 and Weapon. Cool thing of this is it just gives us an outlet to draw. Also, it has a way to stack more momentum into our momentum, just so we can create that stockpile to get like a brand new hand if we're able to spend the momentum. 3 copies of Gouging Needle, 4 difficulty, 3 check, 0 high block. Love that 0 high block. 5 low for 4, powerful 3. It's really just powerful 4. It's a 6 low for 4, powerful 4 weapon. Yeah, it's pretty sick. So this is just a bomb, a really, really cheap bomb. Deception Dagger, 5 difficulty, 3 check, 2 high block, 2 mid for 5. We get to add it in momentum when it goes in face up. It has a remove 1 card in your rival's discard pile. This attack gets +X speed. X equals the remove card's block modifier. So anywhere from, well, obviously 1 to 4. Because I think the only 5 block, oh wait, nope. Runaway still exists, so you could still get Runaway and get 5 speed. Also, it has stun 2 on it, so with Mitchell it gets a speed and an extra stun, so it's a stun 3. And reviewing this reviewing this isn't a bad thing because it does give our first attack, our first weapon stun 2. But usually leading with this is probably pretty proper, which is just stun 3. Need a way to spend some momentum on defense. We got vertical maneuvering equipment, 2 difficulty, 5 check, 1 mid block. Spend a momentum. This attack gets +3 and -3 speed. You can change its zone, so we can just perfect block. And then enhanced command, we get 2 damage. If it deals damage to a backup, ready to asset. The best thing about this thing is that we could basically spend the cool attacks we have in our momentum as cost, and then we get to get them back with Mitchell. We got surprising strength, 3 difficulty, 5 check, 1 low block. Enhance. This attack gets powerful 2 or EX2. Add this card to your momentum. So we could use this for an on-tutor going into defense. We can use this, spend it, and get that +1 low block back. Very cool. Genkai's Guidance at a 1x. We need an oh crap button. This is it. Also, if our opponent thinks they're cheeky and they can go down to like 1 card because they have like a Runaway or a Genkai's Guidance in hand, we're going to get rid of it. Into the 0 diffs. We got Master's Pride, 0 difficulty, 5 check, +3 mid block. Response flip. After you add a card to your momentum, ready this card. Hey, we add this card. We add a card to our momentum when we review, so we get to ready it. Deadlock response. We get, if our attack deals damage, we get +1 to our next check. Nothing to scoff at. So this is kind of, with set 2 and 3 rotating, we are now into the low-powered 0 diff era in a way. Well, at least on Chaos. Life still has crazy ones. And Void. And yeah, so Void, Chaos, Void, Life, and Order all have like crazy zeros. That may extend to Death, I'm not entirely sure, but I think those are the main 3. Exhausted Slumber, 0-5, +3 mid block. Response Tenacious, flip after this attack. After this, Foundation is stunned, only stunned, so it doesn't matter if it's committed or not, but it has to be stunned. During a rival attack, your block modifier to block that attack gets -2. It's not +2, obviously, because it is one of those cards that needed an errata because they put the wrong plus-minus on it. It's supposed to be minus. A card with the proper +1, -1 on it. Inspiring Song, 1/6, 3 mid block at a critical roll. It's a spell. Enhanced flip, mill 3, choose a player. It's +1 to your check or breaker 1. Very cool, very cool. And it can fail their turn, so if they fail it, they end their turn. 4 copies of Horrifying Realization. We need to be able to draw a 1/5/2 mid block form. Flip. Each player discards a card and draws a card. If your rival discards a foundation, they commit a foundation. Huzzah! We like that. Plus, it gives us a way to draw cards. Monster Aggression, 1/5/2 low block. Enhance Destroy. Your attack with printed difficulty of 5 or greater gets +1 speed, +1 damage. I didn't put the deft maneuvers in here because I was pretty packed on high blocks as it is, even though it is a crazy +1 high block. So testing may need to show. So we're just playing both, right? Like, because we play a bunch of weapons, but like we have one non-weapon, so like this could work with rapid. It doesn't work with the rapid speed slash or gouging needle. So maybe there's a way we play 2 and 2, or like 1 and 1, or whatnot. But I think we play some sort of number of both just to cover our bases. Fearsome Transformation at a 4x, 1/5/3 high block flip. Discard a draw card. If you have no momentum, discard a card. We're always gonna have momentum, so it's always a +1. Fast Friendship, 1/5/3 high block flip. This attack gets -2 speed. If you have more face down foundations than your rival, it gets -3 speed instead. Next up, out of critical roll, 2/5 show off 2/5/3 mid block. Enhance once per turn. Reveal top card of our deck. Hey man, we want to know what we're checking. So this is an opportune time to either learn what we're checking when we're blocking, when we're attacking. We want to be able to know what we're going to check, and that's very, very good knowledge. In long range support, let's just say that we show off and there's attack on top, and we don't want to check it. So we just, if an attack hits, we're able to, if an attack deals damage to it, it's a long range support, 2/5/3 low block. Once per turn, after an attack deals damage to a character, draw a card, discard a card. So we could draw that attack off the top and then discard it. And what's a Chaos deck without a little bit of incredible display? 2, 5, 3 mid block. Response commit, discard a momentum after your rival plays a non-character responsibility. We cancel it. We smack them in the hands. Knock it off. Commit after your response commit after you block with the foundation, add it to your hand. Very cool. We're always going to have momentum to spend. We're able to spend a momentum on defense or offense and get that card back. We gotta have ways to like refund our commit cost, and nice try is a good way to do it. 2, 5, 3 low block commit. This attack gets -2 speed after your rival's combat response. After your rival's combat phase begins, ready this foundation. Playable while committed. So this allows us to use Mitchell's response on and buff our attacks on offense, and then have these ready for defense. 2 copies of Broken Psyche, 2, 5, 3 low block. Response removed. If you take damage from an unblocked attack, add 1 card with a check value of 6 from our discard pile to our hand. Playable while committed. I think we only got 1, and it is Inspiring Song. So, not that big of a deal. But still, Enhanced Flip, spend a momentum, change the attack's damage to 0. Very good defense. It also allows us to sculpt our hand for the next turn. History's Greatest Monster at a 2x. 3 difficulty, 5 check, 2 mid block. Response once per turn, tenacious after you play a card with printed difficulty of 5 or greater. Ready it, which a lot of our attacks are. And then Deadlock Enhance, our attack gets throw. So very cool. It allows us to ready up some cards. Say we check a 5 like on our first move, and we want to use Mitchell to play a card. Yeah, so I don't know if I can use Mitchell and then ready it after an attack is played. Okay, so no. So we'd have to commit History's Greatest Monster to pass the check and then ready it. It doesn't work with Mitchell. It wouldn't, like if we commit with Mitchell, it wouldn't ready. But we could just leave it committed and then play another move that's a 5 diff and it can ready it. But yep. Forceful Negotiator, or the Stanky Finger as I like to call it. 2, 5, 3 high block. Response tenacious after this card is committed to pay a cost. Your rival commits a foundation. So with Mitchell's ability to commit a foundation to get speed or minus speed, and then plus minus to keyword, we get to stun them 1. Stun 1 on our rival's turn is crazy. So it's just like, it's like reverse break. It's like breaker. It's like defensive stun or better breaker. Going into the board, we got Cape of No Return at a 1x. Probably should be a 2x. But 1 should be just fine sometimes. Dimensional, 3, 4, 3, 4 check, 3 high block. Remove this attack from the game. Unique. Dimensional Sphere, 4 difficulty, 3 check, 1 mid block, 5 mid for 1. Response after you block with this card, remove the blocked attack from the game. Blah. What a mouthful. When this card leaves the card pool, remove it. Enhance. If this attack is not blocked, we draw 2, discard a card. 2 copies of Where's Your Smile Now. 1, 5, 3 mid block. Flip. Add 1 card from your rival's discard pile to the bottom of the deck. Goodbye, combined firepowers. Response once per turn after your rival's attack deals no damage. Our next check gets +1, so it's still pretty good. If we can block some moves, or just like, you know, we don't have a lot of damage negation other than Broken Psyche, so we're probably blocking once or twice. We get +2 to our check. 2 copies of the Coronation of Historia Rice. 2, 5, 3 low block. Response commit, flip. After your rival plays an ability on a foundation, commit all copies of that foundation in play. Yeah. Immortal Shapeshifter. Let's see what else we got. Nice Try, Fast Friendship, you know, stuff like that. Recuperation Time is a big one. Luckily, a lot of like super powerful ones flip for cost. So, but we can commit a bunch of stuff. Like they play like offensive stuff, or they play, say like the Ymir and they're offensively going into us. We can tap down all their life gain stuff, which is super cool. Deadlock First Form, commit a foundation in your rival stage. It's just for free. That's really cool. And then Determined Advance, 6/3, 1 mid block, 6 mid 6, EX3, Fury Range. This attack's speed and damage cannot be reduced below printed. Blitz, add the top card of your deck to your momentum. You would think this would be in the main board, but I'm really trying this out just as the Rodan killer, because obviously we don't have a whole lot of speed on, you know, unless we get like a bunch of Black Abysses and a bunch of vast hybrids in our momentum. but then it's like we don't have a lot of attacks to play with. So these will come in most likely for the rapid, probably for the gouging needles, or just probably the deception daggers. To be honest, I don't know. I'd have to get testing done. But these come in, and we just slam these into Rodon with EX4 and try to add on, and just try to just kill him with it. You know, it's not a whole lot of damage, but we can do surprising strength on it where we can just EX it and then powerful it to the moon and kill him. So that's pretty cool. So that's the deck, guys. That's the Mitchell off of Chaos. I hope you guys like it. I'm excited to play it. I'm going to play it at locals the next couple weeks in preparation for the case event that's coming up. We have a double case for Critical Role Heroes of Exandria at Borsat Games on April 5th. We're getting the word out. It is looking to be a giant event. Going to have a lot of good players showing up. It's going to be like a little mini regional. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys can make it. And then I'll post a little graphic, and then that'll be it. So hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit those bells for notifications on any videos. I'm noticing that we're having a lot of watch times, but not a lot of subs. So if you haven't, please sub to help out the channel and help out the algorithm a lot. So and until the next video, take care.